So as usual, good to see you all back. Today's the day of returns. So just as a word of precaution, or to just create a sense of, or the environment of safety, right? We always ask that you either turn off your phones or put it in complete silent, not vibration, and to try to minimize, right, the external distractions to our yoga practice. If we are not in charge of anybody else at this moment, right, our yoga practice is very personal, is very individual, is whatever it is that we want to give and provide and take out of it. Is, again, that formula is always existing, right, that we put in as much as we get out, or we get out as much as we put in, whichever way you want to see it. The idea that we are also producing the environment, right? We, by just simply being internally connected, that yoga means to to truly connect or yoke to that thing that is inside of you, right? That we realize that we're not the physical body, that this body is just this thing that this another tool, a very important tool that we use in our lives. But that is change, and that happens, and that changes from month to month sometimes, or from yoga session to yoga session many times. But it's just an instrument. And so the vibration, or the more intensity, or the your intention that we place in our yoga practice is actually what reverberates around us, and that may cause others to be inspired or distracted, or maybe just create a safe environment for anybody and everybody to be exactly who they need to be genuinely at this moment, right? The whole yoga practice is about exactly that, to experiment and to experience our physical body, and to allow ourselves to connect all these things. How many times have we thought about, have I thought about in the last hour or even day, about my breath, and how do I exhale? How deeply am I breathing in? How many times have I actually focused onto my cardiovascular system, and what is it that I think about with the heart and the rhythm of its beating? And how many times have I actually thought about my internal organs of the abdomen? So how many times do I think about my spleen, or my pancreas, or my liver, or my gallbladder, or my intestines? And so do I then allow myself to then be connected to our physical body? Can I, for the next few minutes, really invite myself, right? Not only the external muscles, not only the position of my feet, or the position of my body with my legs, my abdomen, my core, my alignment of my spine, all those things are, external, sometimes more obvious to the things that we do, but are we really able, and sometimes it's not even the capacity, because we are so distracted, and that happens to me all the time, and I'm so excited about things that happen, or just maybe the stress of things that happen in my that I'm bringing with me to my yoga practice, so that I'm not able to really connect. And so the whole intent is that I train my body, and sometimes being in mental silence and having that focus is so difficult, right? We're so used to and conditioned to be producing, to be externally and outwardly engaged, to have uh, to be externally related to the things that we do, and we confuse ourselves with who we are with the things that I do for a job, or the way that I relate to somebody in my family, or to um, our circle of influence, or I am confused with the titles or the letters before or even after my name, or my birth certificate, or my name, or my gender, or the height. So we are gently trying to refocus our senses and to really bring them in, right? What is known as pratyahara is a very high goal, to withdraw our senses inwardly and to just simply and kindly and lovingly re-engage and reestablish a relationship with our physical body. And so how does it feel, and how intense it is for you or you want to put into it is completely personal. It has nothing to do with competition. It's nothing to do with the person next to you. It's nothing to do with the persons inside of you for some of us. So it's just about nurturing the moment of yourself. How can I do self-care, that personal intentional work that we do to really rediscover that strength within us, that reconnect to that strength within us. And so let the body exhale and feel that your body exhales in a way that allows any pressure or any tension or any expectations on my body to release as I maybe surrender. Maybe I move my head and maybe my torso moves as I exhale out through my nose, and then pause gently to inhale and extend my body. So my abdomen and my rib cage, my shoulders, my spine, and my torso moves. And let the exhalation slowly move one more time, slowly forward, as if my body just rounds and softens and extends towards the yoga mat. And then it doesn't mean touching, and let the inhalation come slowly, broad and expanded and open. And so what does it mean to look towards your left side and exhale into your left side? As if your abdomen and hands come towards the ground, and your chest and abdomen look directly into your left inner thigh. If your leg is extended, or to your thigh, if your leg is extended, or inner thighs, your legs crossed, and then coming back upright when your breath allows it. And you observe that inhaling brings in all this energy, and looking towards the right side as my body exhales, as little or as much as my body needs to move. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition, as we said. Less is always more in yoga. And then as your inhalation, as long as you're breathing, your movement happens. So feel that your body breathes up. And one more time towards the left side of our body. Shoulders, arms, torso, head aligning and moving as deeply as your body allows it. And then let the inhalation come and extend and open your body back to center, and all the way towards the right side of your body. So your arms and shoulders may maybe create a perfect movement for your torso, and you feel the movement deeper as your abdomen or diaphragm presses, and you're engaging up, opens your rib cage to really expand your lung capacity. And then finally towards the left side as you exhale, feel the left side of your abdomen, your diaphragm, the base of your lungs, and then expand as you're inhaling towards the center. And then exhale finally towards the right side, and feel your body exhale deeply into the right inner thigh, and your body raises one more time towards the sky as you breathe in. And let your body slowly press fists or hands or tip of fingers behind your glutes, and your shoulders roll back, and your chest opens, and your thumbs connect to the ground, and you feel your knuckles, not the tip of your joints, but your knuckles pressing through the phalange, the entire flatness of your finger, while your shoulder blades slowly move towards the entire center of your spine and back, and you can feel your chest opening. So what does it feel like to move the body through your chest as your breath gently empties? And can you breathe and move the chest at the same time, expanding and raising your chin? And let this slow extension, and maybe your tongue moves towards the roof of your mouth, and your throat opens, and your head slowly tilts out behind your shoulder blades. One more time, breathing as your extension happens all the way through. Last breath, full extension. And then exhale, move forward as your jaw, as your spine, as little or as much as your body needs to. And again, it doesn't matter how far your head and shoulders gently move forward as your body settles, and you find your hips settling to the ground rather than raising off the floor. The moment your hips are raised, that means you've gone too far. So your back and shoulders move a little bit wider to give you support, to let your torso come a little bit closer towards the ground. Doesn't mean touching. There's no best in yoga. The better position is exactly where your body needs to be today and right now. Can I have the awareness to exhale from the parts that meet or have or produce a little bit of resistance? And as my body inhales, I bring my fingers and my arms, not my back, to help my body and my torso come slowly back to center. And I exhale very, very gently. Can I raise my right knee slowly off the ground, or flex it if my leg was extended? And can I extend my right leg in front of my body, exhaling kindly, bringing the left leg to flex if it's not flexed, and my hands to come gently under that left foot. as long as the sole is looking directly towards the right side of your body, and that I'm not pushing through my shoulders, I'm not shrugging down, and I'm opening gently and maybe embracing or holding that left shin area or lower leg and ankle or foot, whichever is comfortable in whichever position. Maybe the left arm comes and wraps around the thigh outside the knee, and that makes the leg maybe a little bit more comfortable in position. Allow the sole of your foot not to pull from the knee, as we already know. And when the body's ready, exhale, slowly hug and raise that left knee and left thigh a little bit taller. Allow your extension to come through the spine, not to round the spine, not to force the neck, not to push the shoulders. Let your last long turn. Can you feel that left leg coming a little bit taller? And then extend it and reach out forward as if your left leg it carries, and use the muscles to extend and reach out through your left leg as your right leg then softly bends. It doesn't matter how high, it doesn't matter how deep, just feel yourself into position. Close your eyes so you can feel it with and look at your body with your mind's eye if that feels comfortable for you. Do not align or misalign the left leg. Maintain it perpendicular, kneecap and toes towards the ceiling. Can you feel your abdomen? Can you feel your shoulders? Can you feel the right hip? Can you find your body one more time, opening that right knee a little bit wider, holding it from the outside or in when your last two breaths. Feel that shin or that heel comes closest to your chest and your right knee opens wide enough, and you feel the movement around your hip. Exhale and then release, opening the right leg, intentionally feeling the right leg extends all the way out, and exhale slowly. Find your hands behind you. Feel that your fists, the palm hands, the elbows are slowly softened, your knees bend a little bit, and your abdomen slowly supports with your hands, not hanging on the shoulders. So your shoulders are not raised up towards the ears. They are going to drop down. You open your chest, press your heels, exhale through your tummy. So you find strength through your core and raise your hips in such a way that your glute muscles and your thighs are strengthened. You're not moving into your knees. You're not hanging on the elbows or the shoulders or the wrists. Your chest opens, your shoulders move away from the chest, your tummy tucks, and you squeeze your glutes and thighs. One more time. Breathe in, and then slowly exhale your hips gently towards the ground as you slowly breathe out, allowing your right leg to extend, your left leg to slowly come. One more time. We're going to wrap it outside or underneath the leg, and you feel your body exhaling, and you're going to move that left leg a little bit wider as if your left foot is not just looking to the right side, but your left foot is slowly looking forward, and you feel that your left knee, the whole point is the left knee moves back, and you open the inner muscles of your thigh while your right leg stays strong, long, and your body exhales, and your hands are holding the leg, and maybe your right arm slowly opens up towards the sky, and you feel the fingers pointing towards the ceiling, the palm hands slowly looking towards the left. Gently allowing those muscles of your hips, those muscles of your abdomen, those muscles, your birthing muscles, for all the ones who have birthing muscles. And gently preparing yourself to, again, give birth. We're going to be entering to that stage of our lives one more time. Breath in slowly. When your body's ready, move that left knee a little bit farther behind and pull gently away from the hip, and exhale and let your left leg slowly extend and reach gently in front of your body. Hands and fingers gently bend your knees. Inhale. Again, not on your shoulders, stay on your hips on the ground if that's necessary. If for some of us, inhale and open and breathe, strengthening the glute muscles. It's about squeezing the glutes and raising the hips and strengthening those hamstrings. One more time, feel your body raising gently your chest, your hips, and your body exhales, and let your tailbone one more time touching gently to the ground. Breath in. And let your left leg this time stretch all the way forward, and your right leg to come very gently off the ground as we did before, wrapping it, or maybe open it gently forward so the right sole is facing to the front of your body, and your right knee comes behind, and your left leg stays perpendicular, and your torso stays tall. Your left hand holds the foot, holds the leg, or extends gently above the shoulder, and feel the palm hand slowly opening towards the right side to protect and support that entire shoulder muscle, the entire rotator cuff. Breath in, jaw draws in, crown of it extends, abdomen supports. One more time. What is your mind doing right now? What is your mind connecting to? Can you observe? And then slowly engage. Feel the depth of your movement in your last long inhalation. Exhale, and then slowly open your right leg very, very gently forward. Beautiful. Breath in. Allow your fingers one last time to come behind your hips. Shoulder blades move towards each other. Feet slowly come in as you inhale and settle them into the ground. As you breathe out, you move with your breath. Your breath guides you to extend your hips maybe towards the sky as a choice, an option, and exhale your head gently behind. One more time, breath in. And when your body is ready, feel your glute muscles, feel your feet into the floor. When your body is ready, allow the exhalation to hold, and bring your right foot over your left knee, over your left thigh, and your right knee to be wide. Exhale slowly. One more time. Breathe in. Find that your inner thigh of the right leg looks up towards the sky and your glute muscles on the left supports. One last time. Breath in. And then allow your right knee to inhale, lifting it, and then release the right foot, place into the ground. Inhale, settle tailbone air to the floor. Exhale kindly. One more time. Breath in, sit upright. Allow your feet to be wide enough. Allow your hands to come towards your knee, towards your shins, towards the hamstrings, towards the ankles, towards the tip of your big toes, and your heels walk a little bit closer towards your hips until you find balance. And that's as far as you're going to go. Perfect. With your arms inside the legs, without locking the elbows, without pushing the shoulders, without shrugging the spine. Less is more, right? So what is it that is supportive? Are your heels able to stay on the ground? Perfect. Are your heels able to open knee height, shoulder height? Allow your legs to extend a little bit wider and make your spine support and find your balance. But watch out for the wall. It walks on you. We've had many incidents of sheetrock replacement. That too. Find your body exhales. I think we all have that share experience. Breath slowly into the position when your body's inhaling strong, thighs balanced, jaw draws in. Find the spine to be long extended. And then your knees bend and feel your heels slowly touching the ground, and your body exhales very gently. Very nice. Breath in. Allow your body to exhale. Hands behind the hips. Knees remain tall. Feet stay stable. Do not raise your heels when you do the next movement. If your body's perfectly okay here, stay right here. Otherwise, raise your hips. Press your feet. Allow your body to exhale. Strengthen those muscles that you know you have that support you. And then your left knee lifts. Your left ankle comes over your left thigh, mid thigh, lower thigh, shoulders back. Do not hang on your shoulders. Neck is never tense because your shoulder blades are supporting. One more time. Breathe. Inner thigh of the left leg looks towards the sky. When your last long inhalation, you strengthen that right hip. And then exhale, and then slowly settle the tailbone area towards the ground. Beautiful. Breath in, raising your left knee and stretching your left leg. Allow your left leg and right leg to open forward and wider than your yoga mat. And your body exhales, and you reach slowly forward and round your head, round your spine. Give enough self for your womb to come slowly forward. For all the ones that we have a womb, and let your abdomen support slowly out and feel that your heels and your inner thighs stretch and your knees are never tense and your jaw draws in and your hands walk wide and forward. Breath in. And when your body is ready, allow your hands to walk towards your left leg first, just to try it out the left side and see what it feels like for both hands to come on the inner and outside of that left leg as your body reaches out through that thigh. Never forcing. You're not warm enough. You're not in the intention is to touch your forehead towards your shin. Is just simply to lengthen, to feel the muscles, to observe your hips, to not raise the right hip, to find balance, to find your shoulders not tight. One more time. Engage your legs. Allow the belly to exhale and to feel that your spine reaches a little bit farther when your last long session empties. And are your feet rolling, or are you staying then perpendicular, maintaining them because your active legs support that leg? Come up, walking your hands back to center, breath in, and then slowly switch and feel the full range of your back, of your lower back, of your hips, of your inner thighs as your body reaches all towards the right side. Again, as little, as much as your body allows. And then is your right foot rolling? Are you connecting to your inner thighs? Are you strengthening those subtle muscles that support your legs, right? We concentrate many times on the larger muscles of the body, and then we forget that those muscles sustain balance and equilibrium. Especially when you get to be my age, you're going to slowly feel that those subtle muscles are the ones that maintain us upright and maintain us balanced and maintain us into perfect movement. When your body is ready, let your last 2 breaths to empty from your back, to feel that you're not pushing, that you're simply exhaling. When your last exhalation empties all the way through. Gently walk your hands back to center in between your legs, forward, extend, extend. Now you can reach a little bit farther away. Doesn't mean down, doesn't mean your forehead touching the ground. Feel your arms and shoulders wide enough that your feet and legs are connected in your last long exhalation. Empty all the way through. Come walking your hands in back to center, rounding and extending and raising the vertebrae column. Exhaling, feel that your knees contract, that your feet are slowly crossed over your ankles, that your knees and inner thighs open wide, and you roll over your shins and feet, and let your body exhale slowly into, again, hands and knees. Feel that your body exhales, and make your right elbow slowly bend so your right knee walks slightly forward and your right elbow settles. Give you balance through the right form while your left leg opens gently wide, tall towards the sky. The left foot, not up, but just to the left side of your body. So you're really trying to engage to the connection of that left foot, the inner thigh, and your hips are not sinking into the right hip, but are actually lifting. And your hand comes towards your waist. It stays on the balance or comes all the way towards the leg or towards the sky, and your head looks towards the ground. As you already know, you're not shrinking or pressing through the right shoulder. You're maintaining your jaw drawn in, extending the vertebrae column, looking towards the sky for maximum intensity. Let the palm of your left hand to be an extension of your chest. One more time, raise that left leg a little bit higher through your thigh. Very nice. Long, deep breath. Engage, engage. Loosen. And then exhale. Let your left knee come slowly towards the ground. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Exhale all the way through in. And if your body's ready, allow your toes to flex as you're inhaling. Let the hands to be opened wide so your index and thumb touches the ground, your jaw draws in, and your knees raise off the floor. Your heels are very tall, and you're pointing the tailbone area towards the sky while your jaw draws in and the crown of head points in between the shoulders, in between the arms towards the ground. And you contract your calves, raise your tailbone, raise your heels a little bit longer. Are your feet wide enough? Can you feel your body exhaling? Are you pushing into your hands and wrists? Are you locking the elbows? Or are you really using the muscles to press away from the arms into the tailbone, into the back of your legs, and your last long deep breath in. Exhale, flex your knees and place them softly toward the ground as your body exhales. Breath supports extending the toenails. Allow your left form this time slowly settle to the ground in a way that gives you balance and support, that your left hand crosses over in a perfect angle for you to give you that perfect balance, that your left knee slightly moves forward, supporting the base of your body, and let your right leg slowly raise and extend and reach towards the sky. Your right hand stays on the ground. Your right hand comes towards the hip, towards the waist, towards the sky, and you feel your head looking towards the ground, towards the front of your body, or towards your right thumb. So what is it that gives you more intensity? Can you feel? If I were to touch you from the inner thigh or from your ankle and raise your leg, can your right hip not be shrunk? Do not push it back. Make it tall. So both hips align and find those balance muscles. Beautiful. Breath in, engage, engage. When your body's ready, can you feel your abdomen? Hold through your core. Raise your leg a little bit taller. Beautiful. Excellent. Last. Breath in. And when your body's ready, exhale and then release. Gently arm, then knee, then leg. Beautiful. Breath in. Allow your body to slowly settle very, very gently. Bring your left leg to open to the left pinky on the outside of that left hand, so with your heels closer than your toes and your knee is wide, aligned always. Your thigh always aligned with your toes, never twisting or raising one side. Make sure that that alignment is really clear so you know what your hip is doing and what are the muscles supporting that. And when your body's ready, allow your right elbow to slowly settle towards the ground. Maybe your right forearm settles to the floor, and you shift back into that left hip to feel the left glute. Form of the right hand to the floor, your left hand comes onto the ground, onto the left ankle, shin, knee, thigh, hip, waist, and you rotate and allow your body to come closer towards the left inner thigh. As if you're just looking with your torso, with your chest towards the left knee or left abductor muscle while your jaw draws in and your head extends and you look slowly towards the left shoulder, towards the sky, towards the ground, whatever is most comfortable for your body, and you breathe. Exhale all the way through. One more time. Can you feel your foot really steady, their left foot into the ground? When your body is ready, exhale all the way through. Flex your right toes. Now that you're comfortable and now it's easy, now we can do a little position here. Can I allow my right knee to raise and I step back with my right leg extended and then still feel the extension of my hip on the left by contracting my right thighs and glute muscles. I hug that right hip and my shoulders open, perpendicular towards the ground. Beautiful. Can you strengthen those muscles? Again, those birthing muscles, those hip muscles need to be strong so that boy comes out really easy and fast. Breath in one more time. Inhale. I'm claiming it already. When your body is ready, take a deep, deep breath in. Exhale and then release. Knee, first right leg, always in reverse order, then your left hand, bringing your hands in, bringing the left leg behind, knees into the ground. Exhale, exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Can you feel your body? Is there a difference by feeling your body this way? Can I flex my toes one more time? Can I raise my knees as I inhale and raise towards the sky? And I drop my head between my shoulders, between my arms, fingers squeeze towards the floor so I'm not pushing to the heel, and raise my heels, actively raise my heels. And then looking at my toes, I'm looking at my ankles, I'm looking at my knees that are held exactly in the right position, not arched, not rolled, but perfectly balanced. Can I look at them? Can I feel my muscles one more time? Am I breathing into it? Doesn't mean forcing the body, right? Force is different than strength. Can you find your body one more time? Opening the muscles of your chest, the crown of the head and the tailbone farthest away from each other when your last long breath in comes in. Exhale and release your knees and body softly towards the ground. Beautiful. Feeling your right foot come slowly outside the right hand, closest to your pinky, and your body exhales gently, aligning your thigh and your toes as we always remind ourselves. The left elbow then slowly softens, and you'll notice the difference. Maybe one hip is different or feels different than the other. And your body moves the right hand on the ground to the ankle, to the shin, to the knee, to the thigh, to the hip, or maybe all the way towards the sky. And I feel my body exhaling and breathing in. My head, again, I tend to raise my chin away from my throat, just creating crunchiness into the back of my neck, and I lengthen my spine. And the idea of lengthening the spine is, again, those millions of conduits that run through your vertebrae column, aligning the energy that makes, again, as much as the nervous system flows in the same way, in an astral way, in a very subtle way on the subtle body, according to the yoga philosophy, those nadis need to also conduit all that energy through. And when the body's ready, and I feel that my body is comfortable and almost yawning into this position, I can flex my toes of the left foot and raise my left knee. And I feel my left glute and thigh activated, and I feel my chest. And so what does it feel like to support, to press, to open one more time, to engage those muscles, the glute muscles, the hip muscles? Beautiful. Deep breath makes you have a baby all over again, doesn't it? Breath in slowly one more time. Inhale. Feel that your wrists and shoulders are long and aligned. When your last long deep breath comes in reverse order, gently, your left knee, your right arm, your right leg, your back, slowly on hands and knees. Deep breath. Exhale, exhale. Flex your toes, forearms into the ground. Let the palms of the hands to slowly face each other, interlacing fingers if that feels comfortable. Make sure you're not pushing on the elbows or the wrists, that you know that your forearms are about what marks the difference between the elbows, and to measure that by reaching with the opposite hand towards the outside of the elbows. If your hands do not reach outside your elbows, again, this in general terms, that will be the perfect idea for your forearms. You will know better, your shoulders will know better, your body will tell you best. Find your exhalation, raise your knees, soften your head, and open your right leg wide outside the yoga mat to the right. Open your left leg wide outside on the yoga mat, and then press your forearms so your heels stay long into the floor. So you're stretching your calves, you're stretching the hips, you're stretching your hamstrings, and the head drops in between the elbows, in between the forearms, moving your underarms, extending your rib cage. Beautiful. Press your head off the ground so you're not pushing weight on the neck or cervical spine. Open those legs one more time. Exhale all the way through. When and if your body's ready, can you find your thighs and glutes engage into this pose, and then press through your forearms so you're raising your elbows. You're walking your hands under the shoulders and you're staying with your legs wide. Hopefully they don't slide out. Find your heels, you find your feet parallel towards each other. Exhale kindly in this position. When your body's ready, bend the elbows and drop your hands in between the line of your feet and the crown of head towards the floor, and your heels firm into the ground. Can you feel your feet steady? And can you reach with your hands towards your big toe, towards your pinky toe, towards the ankles, towards your calves, towards the hamstrings, as long as your elbows are bent or slightly bent, so your shoulders are not pushing your neck, you're not pushing your torso. Again, pushing means forcefulness, is inviting, is allowing, is supporting the body to move forward, to really invite, to again rediscover your strength. And that happens gently. It doesn't happen on your first session, doesn't happen in your what feels like your first session every time. Is slow building. Find your spine, find your neck, breath in. When your body is ready, make sure that your elbows are breaking again that force that might be pressing onto your neck or shoulder blades. Again, surrender. Make your body breathe out, and then walk your hands one more time towards the line between your feet. Allow your hands to slowly walk forward. Allow the knees to slowly soften so the heels lift, and place one knee to the ground, then the opposite knee to the floor, and we return gently to that neutral position of hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Exhale very, very gently. One more time. Breath into this position. If your body is ready, allow your left knee to stay on the ground, your hands to be wide enough, at least shoulder distance or wider. You're going to slowly bring your right foot forward, and then you're going to slide it under your body, under your torso towards the left side, as if the left shin of the left knee is touching the ground, and you're moving the leg, or the lower leg, the tibia, parallel towards the top of your yoga mat, and your body stays stable. So fine, it's not the ankle, it's not the knee, it's not the hip joint, it's the muscles around it. And let your body exhale, feel that your left toes flex and your left knee comes off the ground, and you slowly move that left leg gently back, as if you're just stretching those hips, as if you're just opening the muscles of the glute area. Breath in with your left leg as long and far back as it can walk or stretch, and your arms always adapting, your jaw drawn in and your spine lengthened. Feel that you're moving through your outer thighs, that you're moving through your hips, and maybe your body brings that right hip closer towards the ground. Doesn't mean touching. Breath in, exhale slowly. Feel that your body opens the outside of that right hip. Exhale all the way through. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale. Feel that your shoulders move away from the pelvic area while your body exhales all the way through. When your body is ready, breathe gently. Are you really breathing? When your last exhalation, breathe all the way through. Slowly bend the left knee, and then walk gently your left foot forward, so your torso adjusts gently forward, always gently. Allow your left knee to come closest towards your left ankle, and bring your right leg gently around and behind. Exhale, breath in. Exhale. Very good. What does it feel like? Can I place my fists, meaning the knuckles, into the ground? So the flat portion of my fingers rather than the tip or joints of the fingers, and my thumbs are going to look point forward. So I'm having the palms of hands parallel towards each other, and the shoulders, or the arms, I should say, are about shoulder distance. My shoulders are not pushed down. The shoulders are going to be right next to my chest. If this is enough, by all means, stay right here. If you're not indicated to use your abdomen, to have any weakness on the abdominal cavity, that's as far as your body may wants to do. For some of us that have no excuse of not using our abdomen, we want to slowly bring the toes back and then come gently into a plank position. Find your body, exhale. Again, to really activate the back muscles of your hands, to engage that your crease of the elbows are looking towards each other, that your chest is active, that your neck is long, and that your crown extends away from the heels because you're actively pulling them away from each other. Beautiful. Deep breath. Very nice. Flatten your back rather than arch or dip your back. One inhale. Are you breathing? Are you exhaling? Last long inhalation. Deep breath in. Exhale, and then slowly soften your knees one at a time. If they're off the ground, walk your knees slowly forward. Exhale, palms of the hands gently towards the ground. Allow your body to settle. What does it feel like? Again, exhale all the way through. Walk your hands towards your knees, towards your legs, and then round your spine as if you're just kneeling gently into this position. Observe your glutes. Your glutes are contracting, so you're really holding the hip flexors to open. Your arms move towards the sides of your hips, and then thumbs wide, so they raise your rib cage, your shoulder blades towards the sky, and you're really opening. You're opening the front of your body, and you allow your arms and hands to come towards each other while the toenails, all 10 toenails, touch the ground. Not because you're pushing them, again, you're extending them into the floor to really open the top of your foot, the ankle joint, the shin muscles, and your thighs and glutes hold those joints. And your chest raises and your chin looks up and your arms extend a little bit higher, maybe slightly behind your hips to really engage those hip muscles. One more time, tummy muscles, really engage if you want to engage your abdomen muscles. One last long deep breath. Exhale, really open the body, really feel the extension in your last exhalation. Soften forward as you breathe out, move forward into the ground, palms of hands, shoulders. Let the spine gently, the vertebrae column, all the muscles along your vertebrae column, your spinae recti muscles, your right knee stay steady. Make sure your arms are easily comfortable and wide enough that your left knee slowly comes forward and your left foot comes to the ground. And maybe your left foot is crossing over as if you're exposing the sole of your foot towards the right side, and the top of your shin muscle or your tibia is flattened to the ground. Your ankle and your foot is not forced into the position. And this is as far as we're going to go for many of us, and that's perfectly okay. We can adapt, find the distance that is perfect for your arms, not only in front, but lengthwise away from each other. And maybe your right toes start walking in, and maybe your right knee starts walking back, and you slowly find your edge, your boundary, your physiological boundary. And then that means for some of us that the left hamstring or the left outer thigh and glute touches the ground, and your right knee stays long and your spine stays long, and the neck is never crunched, and you're not pushing through your body. You're letting your body engage. You're just hugging, finding strength, breath in, and letting a little bit. And what does it feel like for those muscles to open, to stretch? Beautiful. Deep breath. Are you exhaling? Can you focus with your mind's eye into those parts of your body that are really talking to you, right? Your body constantly, or my body always constantly talks to me in different ways. Can I listen to that? Can I soften, come undone, rest, come back in? Do I need to tighten because it's just yawning and it's not feeling anything? Can I, sometimes the body becomes really, a void of any feeling, right? So can I reconnect to that? Let your last breaths, let the exhalation, is your breath really helping to focus and to bring it into those points when your last long deep breath comes in? Soften the right knee and thigh. Very nice. And what does it feel like to soften it? Can I feel that my right toes start walking in, that my right knee starts walking forward, that my body adjusts my hands, shoulders, that my left leg slowly comes around and slowly touches the floor? And again, my toes are going to this time flex under my ankles. So my toes are not going to force the heels to be wide. They're going to be maintained perfectly under, and my feet to be aligned in this position. And my hands come slowly towards my knees, towards my thighs, and I round as I take as many breaths as it takes me to come upright. And I feel my body one more time, opening the arms, squeezing the glute muscles so my hips open forward and my abdomen flattens. And this time the arms come all the way towards the sky. And we're going to cross the fingers above the head. And the palms of hands are invited to turn up towards the sky. And my underarms are able to just open so I can really open the front of my body. And let the tummy, again, we've said my theory about the abdominal strength, right? So it's not that the abdomen just grows, it's just because it becomes inflamed from inside. So it's not that we're gaining weight, it's just like organs are becoming bigger inside of us. So find your body to really hold them, to really stretch, to find layers. That is not just the external muscles, not just the skin and the dermis and all the layers. It's not just the entire fascia, it's not just the muscles, but all internal, all the things that hold inside our organs. And can I find that my hips are really nurturing that space in my womb, right? That space in the pelvic floor. Can I find my body to feel the extension, to feel the strength? One more time, breathe into it. And then exhale and let your hands slowly come gently forward towards the ground and find your spine releasing breath. Inhale. Exhale all with beautiful forms into the ground, elbows to the floor, palms, hands easily facing the ground over top of each other, or the palms and hands facing each other and the fingers interlaced. It doesn't matter. Finding your right knee into the floor, stretching your toenails into the floor on that right foot. Are you exhaling? What are you really listening to right now? Where is our presence of mind, our mindfulness? Can I find my left leg coming behind and tall and the sky, and I raise it even longer and taller towards the ceiling to activate by pointing the toes, if that feels okay with my body, and I have to test it today. Or maybe I flex only my toes as if I were in a high heel, or I flex my entire left foot so the heel of the foot is pressing up. What is most appropriate for my joint of the ankle, my knee, my thigh? I mean, is my knee flexed or is my knee extended? Breath in. Am I holding on my elbows or my shoulders, or I'm really lengthening my spine? Beautiful. And aligning and balancing my body. If I were to touch you on the foot, can you press against that point of support? Very nice. Exactly. Now you can feel your leg. Now you can feel your glute muscle. Beautiful. When your body's ready, take a long extension. Breathe in. Exhale your tummy in your last full deep breath. Let your left knee settle gently towards the ground. Beautiful. So where do you feel strength in your body? So what did that awaken? Can you feel your breath? And is it breath coming from your diaphragm, or shallow breathing on the top of your apex of the lungs? Can you feel the fullness of your exhalation every time? Again, exhalation means surrendering. I don't want to keep those things inside. The old air comes out in all its forms. When the body exhales, let your left knee on the ground and prepare your right leg to come slowly towards the sky, and you raise it, stretching, pointing, activating. You now know what it feels. And most of us have a right leg that's a little more active and engaged. Can you feel that leg? Is your knee stretched, or are your knee still bent? Are you squeezing through your toes? Are you activating that foot, the heel, the ankle, the calf? Is your calf also active here? Beautiful. That's exactly right. And you feel the knee, and you feel your spine, and you feel your head not dipping, your head extending away from that foot. So you're lengthening intentionally the spine. Find your body. One more time, stretching that knee, activating that foot. Beautiful. That's it. Let your last 3 breaths. Can you feel your body? Through your diaphragm, is your breath really engaging all those muscles? When your body finds your last inhalation, can you feel your body breathing deepest into this pose to exhale, and then release and feel what it feels like to drop kindly your knee to the floor? Very nice. Find your back and your shoulders light. Bring your hands one more time under your shoulders and your chest wide enough so you are always engaging the chest. So the shoulders, the moment the shoulders are pushed down, you're engaging your shoulder blades. You can test it, you can try it, you can experience your body that way if you need to. You can sink the chest in between your shoulders. You're going to tense the muscles of your neck and shoulder area, deltoid muscles, or you can place them right outside the rib cage and feel how that connects to your pectoral muscles. That connects equally to your shoulder blades. Again, never on the heel of the hands. Let your body exhale. Place your right knee closer towards the space under the hip, not to the right of the hip as it usually is placed, but place it a little bit closer towards its center. Let your left leg slowly open gently towards the left side of your body. Heel, you're going to kick the person to your left. It's perfectly okay. I give you full permission for that. Feel your index and thumb, pinky finger, and then slowly raise the left leg, not behind, not slightly hanging in there, but try to open it as far out to the left side of your body or left side of your hip as needed. And your right arm, opens a little bit wider so your shoulders are not sinking through the right shoulder blade. Breath in, slowly, exhale. One more time, breathe in. Find your last breath. No frowning. Very good. Smile into the position. Yes. One more time. Walk over there. When your body's ready, inhale, inhale. Release that left foot. Beautiful. Very nice. Bring the left knee to flex. Listen to the ground. So where do we feel that? Can I be grateful to my body, not to the instructor, but to the body? And when your body is ready, allow the left knee to be settled. Very good. Let your right leg to open to the right side of your body. This is probably your stronger side. Your left arm, needs to open a little bit wider when you start raising. Otherwise, we twist the torso. And then isolating, really thinking about those muscles that hold that right hip, and then raise it off the ground, and you feel your body. Again, your leg not behind, out, forward. Beautiful. Deep breath. Engage. Excellent. One more time. Breathe in, not your neck, not the shoulders. Very nice. Breathe in. Exhale all the way through. There you go. Now we not touching the ground. Beautiful. When your last 2 breaths, observe your body, engage. That's it. Feel your core. When your last long inhalation, breathes in, release slowly your right foot. Beautiful. Bring your right knee to flex. Exhale. Sit back. Imagine that your hips moving towards your heels as if you're just resting on your calves, your knees open as wide as necessary to, again, not press towards your wound, but allow your rib cage to come slowly in between your thighs, and your hands slowly come gently next to your shoulders, next to your knees, next to your ankles, next to your feet, with the back of the hands onto the floor, and your shoulder blades just opening wide to relieve any pressure in your back. Breathe in, and then allow your knees to slowly move as deeply into, or your torso to move deeply into your inner thighs, and feel that your glute muscles move away from your neck, and your neck softens. One more time, letting those muscles exhale and release. When and if your body's ready, can I find my last long exhalation, that I feel my body empties? And then bringing the hands again to activate them slowly close towards the shoulder, towards the ears, and walk your body from your heels, raising the hips into hands and knee. Exhale. Bring your inner thighs, bring your legs to be aligned. Find the palms of the hands one more time. Exhale all the way through. When and if my body is ready. In the same idea that my right hand is going to open wide as to not to twist the torso. My head is not doing the work. My neck is not looking out. I'm placing balance on my spine. Can I bring my left knee to come slowly, gently off the ground? Very wide. Heel of the left foot slowly highest off the ground, and then move the left knee closer towards the left shoulder blade, opening my right arm wider, and feel like I flexing that leg as if I'm, again, that beautiful and perfect hydrant position. Breath in like little puppies. Exhale slowly all the way through. One more time. Flex, hold, and support. Bring your knee a little bit taller. This is a great exercise. If you walk and climb mountains all the time, this is really good exercise for your hips and legs. Beautiful. Let your last 2 breaths engage and support. Excellent. Breathe and squeeze and squeeze. There you go. That muscle right there. When your last long deep breath comes in, exhale, abdomen strong, shoulder muscles, and release as your body exhales kindly and gently. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale all the way through. What are you thinking about right now? Can your body exhale? Can you feel your hands coming back into your knees to soften them? Can you feel your hands walking up your thighs and rounding your vertebrae column up into upright position? Can I squeeze my glutes evenly? Can I feel my arms open wide and tall towards the sky? Allow my fingers to interlace behind the head. And so I can rest the head in the palms of the hands. I'm not pushing anything. I'm just resting my head easily into the palms of the hands. My elbows open wide, and my biceps, my popeye muscles become strong. stronger and bigger. So I hug the entire deltoid muscle area. Can I feel my pectoral muscles open? And I allow my abdomen to open. Can I squeeze my glutes? Feel that my body lengthens. It's not about crunching the spine, as we always remind myself, but to allow the spine to be lengthened. Very nice. Squeeze your glutes to open the hip flexors and to really feel that your breastbone area separates from your pubic bone. So that longitudinal muscle that comes and connects your space between your hips and into your sternum, those, again, abdominis rectus muscles are really extending. One more time, allow your breath to be really active. When your last long deep breath in comes in, empty, moving the abdominal cavity, come up towards the sky, really gently extend, and then release slowly forward. And so what does it feel like? What is the benefit on the spine, on the muscles, the whole, that we're training our back to be held by those muscles around it? And I allow my body to exhale. Beautiful. Bringing my knees to be comfortable, preparing my left knee to be the center point of support, while my left arm is able to open wider when it's needed, and my right knee contracts and slowly lifts off the ground. My toes are active, and my right knee comes into my right shoulder, not because I'm twisting the shoulder, so I'm not dropping the left shoulder, and open it wide and slowly contracting. Breathe. Imagine I'm going to press you through your big toe, and then move that knee closer towards the shoulder and forward. Breath in slowly. Very nice. Inhale. Very good. That's from skipping so many yoga classes. Breath in slowly. Inhale, not your neck, not your shoulders. Breath in. Elbows never locked. Do not force. Beautiful. Last few seconds. I didn't say how many. Breath in slowly, holding, squeeze your tummy. Allow those oblique muscles. Can you feel them? Center of the waist area on the right to hold it. Very nice. Last one time. Feel those glute muscles really strong when your body finally inhales. Exhale, release softly down. Beautiful. Allow your knees to open wider, your big toes to overlap, to touch over each other, and maybe your hips move a little bit farther behind. And doesn't mean touching. For a few of us, it's going to be hanging right there, and that's perfectly okay. For a few of us, the hips may come a little bit closer towards the calves, towards the arch in between the feet, towards the heels of the feet, and my knees open and my arms stay slowly relaxed, shoulders down. And then the inhalation raises my arms slowly forward and up towards the sky, interlacing my thumbs. My thumbs connect while the rest of the fingers open towards the sky, and the palms of my hands move forward. And I feel my head gently long and my shoulder blades hugging the cervical spine so I can really open my body. I can sit and I feel my inner thighs. Do not force, not tense, do not bite, do not grind your teeth. Beautiful. Do not force your knees. Make sure your tummy is strong. When your core muscles engage, are you really building your strength? Are you really holding through this position, your last long inhalation? Can you feel your body adapting if it needs to adapt? That listen to your body. This is the part where we need to listen to. Inhale gently, to exhale, and then release. Beautiful. All the way forward. Very nice. Touch gently the ground, raising your hips. Exhale slowly. Allow your body to walk your knees back into center. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way out. Again, reminding ourselves to breathe out all the things that we move out of our body, not just CO2, toxins, and all those, but emotions, deep emotions inside, layers and layers of energy that we have stored in our body. Our body's like a sponge, as we've said many times, and we soak in anything around. So can we refocus that and feel that you're creating the best space inside of you? When and if the body's ready. One foot, it doesn't matter which, you're going to bring it outside one pinky finger, settle through the heel, never through the ankle, never through the knee, never through the hip joint. And you're going to stay with your hands into the ground and let your body, I know this is challenging for some of us, and that's okay. And you can modify, you can adapt, you can undo, you can come back into the position if we need to. Find your left foot steady and bring the opposite foot, or whatever one you chose, to also be on the other side of the pinky. And you're squatting into this pose. Again, allow your body. Again, very much going back to our roots, right? That's how we used to give birth. Slowly exhale. All of us, we've been in all kinds of bodies. So find your body, exhale slowly. Feel that your heels are the ones strong and your toes are light, and you feel that your knees are not sinking in. You're holding your inner thighs and outer thighs, and your hips move a little bit closer to the ground, and that really supports the back. And maybe your hands are slowly touching lighter towards the floor, and you can feel the strength moving into the glutes, into the hips, and not in the joints, but in the muscles. And your thighs become stronger. Maybe your hands become lighter, and your hands come slowly towards your knee, towards your inner thighs. Maybe the elbows become wider, and your chest comes just far away from the midsection of your hips. One more time. Use your leg muscles, not your joints. When your body's ready, exhale all the way through. Inhale, breath in, and then breathe out with your tongue out, all the way out. From your gut, strength. One more time. Breathe in through your nose and out through your tongue. One last time. Deep breath. Very nice. Round your spine. Press your legs. Round up into slow movement towards the sky. Now your feet shift into parallel position. Very nice. Deep breath. So what does it feel like to stand in this position, to open your body, to let your arms, bring them behind your back towards the sky, gently reach, allow your left hand to reach forward as you bend the left elbow to reach through your form, through your root of the form, towards the elbow, towards the tricep, and let your right hand stay tall, long towards the sky with your heels steady, the palm of the right hand facing the left side of your body, strong feet, strong glutes, strong thighs. Breathe in, and then your body reaches slowly towards the left, as if your right hand comes over your head and your left arm is just supporting. It's not pulling, it's not pushing, it's not forcing, it's just moving through your ribs. It's moving not through the shoulders so much. Maybe your lat muscle, the latissimus dorsi muscle, your wing muscles, your angelic muscle, and do not shrink, do not curl, lengthen from the waist. Tuck in the belly, squeeze the glutes, and reach through your torso. So that side of your body reaches out to the left. One more time, breath in, exhale, excellent. When your body's ready, let the exhalation to squeeze and open. Your head looks towards the ground, towards the chest, towards the right underarm, whichever is most comfortable for your spine. When your body's ready, allow your body to reach with that right hand far out to the left, as if your fingers are moving farther into the left side of your body. As your body exhales all the way through, come slowly. Use your legs, raise towards the sky. Bend the elbows, release your arms. One more time. Breathe in deeply, soften the knees, push gently your heels inwardly as your toes open outwardly, and your arms come forward in front of your chest as you start to squat, and you slowly drop and you adjust. You can move, you can sway until your body feels comfortably squatted into this position, and your fingers gently touch the floor. And now you can feel not your knees, your thighs. So shift away from your toes, press into the heels, engage and fire up. Wake up those muscles, wake up your thighs, wake up your glutes, let them activate, breathe into them. Your hands may be lighter, your hands may come towards your inner thighs and knees, your elbows become broad, maybe your body's exhaling. Take a deep breath through your nose if you're comfortable, through your tongue, from the gut out. One more time, breath in, and then breathe out with emotion, all the things. Think putting, breath in. There you go. And slowly round up as you inhale. All the way. Beautiful. Very nice. Feet slowly. I'm sorry for bringing things that are not positive into our life, into our yoga practice. And let your body slowly open wide and extend and reach one more time towards the ceiling. Open, open. Let your arms drop. One more time. Wide, wide. Exhale them outside your shoulders, towards the sides of your thighs and hips, and engage your chest. Feel your arms open broadly outside the body, engaging the upper body, palms of hands towards the sky, and then exhale one more time. Are you breathing with your entire body? Does it feel like you're breathing with your feet and through your legs and through your hips and through your back? Open, open, extend, reach through the crown, and then exhale finally all the way. Cross your arms in front of the hips as you descend, and then open them as if you're taking your shirt off, right? Bending your elbows, give enough movement through your shoulders. One more time, open your arms around. Maybe the opposite arm, if you were aware enough which arm was closest to your chest, cross them in front and raise them up. Slowly open. One last time. Can you feel your body? Again, alternating the opposite movement of your arms. Come slowly and extend towards the sky, pressing your heels, hold them up. And let your right elbow to bend and reach for your wrist, forearm, elbow, tricep. Palm of the left hand extends towards the sky, and see what that feels like on the right hand, on the right shoulder, and the right rib cage. Your legs strong, your thighs strong, your abdomen flattens. Take a deep breath in, and then reach slowly towards the right side. Again, through your waist, not the shoulders. And it takes a minute to really understand what that really means, that we're not curling, I'm lengthening. And so the body extends, and less is more, right? The left hand reaches all the way across and open. So the palm of the hand faces the ground, your fingers are extended, and you breathe, and your abdomen supports. Beautiful. Imagine I'm going to pull you lightly through those fingers away from the waist. And gently, I'm going to touch your hand. Is that okay? Breath in slowly, holding. Beautiful. That's it. Exhale, right? So it's not the neck, it's not the shoulder. Your jaw is always drawn in. You're not pushing away until those oblique muscles right there. Breath in, beautiful. Is your tummy, are you collapsing your spine or are you really lengthening? Very nice. Breath in, let your body extend and reach. Beautiful. When your last two breaths, if I were to poke in your belly, can you feel that deep into your back? When your last long, full, deep breath, extend and reach all the way towards the right side of your body. Come back. Use your glutes, use your thighs, raise, raise, raise. Release your hands. Very nice. Allow your body one more time to cross your hands and arms in front of your hips and raise them slowly forward and up towards the sky. And then cross your arms in front of the hips. Feel the entire chest, shoulder blades. Don't take this arm movement just for granted. Move it. Move through your chest. Move your chest, abdomen, shoulder blades. One more time. Take a deep breath. Engage your chest. When you open up, exhale, engaging your entire shoulder blades, rhomboid muscles, trapezoids. Last time. Breath in. Reach. And then exhale your arms to the sides and hold them gently next to your thighs and hips. Allow your toes to slowly open wider, your heels to stay ground. You're going to squat lightly as if your hips not lower than your knees. So stay with your heels grounded and your thighs and your thighs support, and your arms are going to push in front of your chest as if you're just pushing an imaginary wall. And your palms and hands pressed forward and your elbows lengthened without locking them. And your shoulders are not pushed forward. You're not rounding your upper back. You're rolling your shoulders wide outside your chest and activate your pectoral muscles and find your body strong, steady, inner thighs, hold. Imagine pushing you against those hands and you're supporting that. Breath in, not on your knees, not hold through your ankles. Beautiful. One more time, breathe in. Is strengthening, finding your deep core, that your abdomen, that you're really holding through that pelvic floor, that you're really, and strength doesn't mean force or ugliness, it means just the most beautiful thing, right? Love is the strongest vibration that we have. Can you find that strength out of love to your body, to whatever is held within your womb, your intention, life inside of you? When your body is ready, take a deep breath. And then exhale, release hands. Beautiful. Find your toes coming in, stretching your knees, walking your toes in towards each other, letting your feet slowly come towards each other. Exhale, take a deep, deep breath in. For some of us, that means the big toes are touching each other and your heels are slightly wider, maybe 2 or 3 fingers apart. For some of us, the legs have to be about hip distance or shoulder distance, according again to your midsection, your abdomen, your lower back, the flexibility of your hamstrings. When the body is ready, stand. Feel that your feet are steady. What does it feel like to really stand on your 2 legs? To really state, again, your presence in your body, within your body. So who is present in your body, right? It's not the body itself. It's not the fingers. It's not the shoulders. It's not the spine. Is that what gives life to your organs? Can I open my heart? Can I be open and feel that through my physical body, I am standing and making a presence of strength and openness, allowing my body to exhale and deeply breathe out. One more time. Crown of the head extends. And as the body exhales, kindly open my arms behind as I inhale, feeling that I'm rotating through my chest, that I really use my arms, my shoulders, my back. And I'm going to slowly bend the elbows forward as I push my hips back and my knees unlock. And I'm bowing gently towards the ground. So what does it feel like for my body bows? And again, my legs, are they wide enough? Are they narrow enough for intensity? Can I reach slowly towards the floor? Can I feel that I am able to flex slowly forward and that I'm not looking towards the ground, that I'm not lifting my head, but I'm really sinking, really bowing through the crown, and I'm really extending that lower back, and I'm really opening my shoulders, and I'm really placing my hands in a place where they are supportive of my folding forward. Can I breathe out? Can I let my breath comes from the gut area all the way through, surrendering the weight of my body when my last long exhalation empties all the way through, gently walking your hands up your legs or maybe bending the knees, never your back. Your back is not doing the work, your legs are doing the work, raising the torso all the way to upright position. One more time, tall and long, as if your arms are extended above the shoulders and you create a perfect alignment through the side of your body. If I were to look at your side of the body, your body aligns your shoulders above the hips, the head in between the shoulders, your arms directly above the shoulders, your hips exactly above the knees, and knees exactly center above the ankles, and the ankles right above the center of your feet, and your toes and heels are balanced, your abdomen supports, your glute muscles engaged, your tailbone area is not raised back, your tailbone area is really tucked in between your inner thighs. One more time, breathe and bow forward. Exhale slowly, elbows, moving your hips back, bending your knees around and giving yourself enough movement to move towards the ground. It doesn't matter how far. Take a deep breath in, deeply exhale closer towards your lower legs or feet or ground. Inhaling. One more time, deeply going into the floor. It doesn't matter how close. One last breath in. Exhale through your abdomen. Feel that your abdomen is active, and then through your legs, through the core, raise your arms wide and tall, or walk them up your legs until your body comes all the way to upright position. Hold it through one breath, alignment of the entire body. Breath in, and then forward bend. Exhale slowly towards the ground. One more time, the same way as we did before. Exhale, reach. Come up, inhaling. Find rhythm. As your inhalation happens, your extension raises towards the sky. And one more time, exhale forward and reach slowly through the leg muscles, not your back muscles. Use your core muscles. Inhale and raise. One more time. We don't have to do abdominals per se. Just activate your core muscles as you slowly flex and you feel the strength coming in from inside. One more time. Raise your body, extending and reaching. Let your last full exhalation, breathing fully into this pose, slowly exhale, coming back upright. Take a deep breath all the way to a standing pose. Inhale. Palms of the hands touch above the head, and you hold it. Align your body, as you already know, through that midline, right? Crown of the head, throat chakra, center of your chest, belly, abdomen, tailbone area. Align your body. Feel that your extension comes and you're not twisted, you're not leaning, you're not forcing. One more time. Hug the entire body from all directions, front, back, sides. Let your last two breaths is your facial expression. Really reflecting, what is the expression that you're bringing to the world? What is the vibration? What is the energy that you're putting out? What is the thought that I'm focusing and concentrating in as my inhalation happens? I bend my elbows with my palms and hands coming through the midline of my body towards my heart center, exhaling. I press the heel of my hands towards each other. By pressing my hands, I feel my shoulders and shoulder blades realigning and creating a little bit of more expansion into the upper back. And my jaw is perfectly placed to support the neck extension. And I find my feet even stronger and clear into the ground. Using my leg strength, I raise my chest, and my chest brings my hands to come to almost present my chest towards the sky. And not because I'm pinching or flexing my spine, I'm lengthening my heart up, and I'm letting my head slowly behind. It doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter how deep. Feel it. Is your movement, is your time to squeeze through your hips, to open the abdomen, to clear your heart center. One more time, breathe. when my body is able to reach towards the sky. Inhaling, exhale all the way through. Come up very, very gently. Bring your body into alignment. Slowly folding forward. Allow your hands to slowly come towards the ground. Your head rounds, your spine rounds, your back gently comes into the Uttanasana position, the forward bend position, feeling your fingers touching gently towards the ground. Look towards your belly button area, towards your thighs, towards your knees. The crown of the head gently pointed towards the floor when your last two breaths. Observe that your arches of your feet are balanced. You're not sinking into the arches. You're not lifting, over lifting them off the ground. You find balance. Your big toe, pinky toe, heel. Let your last long, deep, deep breath out. Your abdomen, your back work together in this. And as I exhale, I bring one knee, doesn't matter, by raising the heel of that foot and shifting it back or stepping back, that knee slowly steps to the ground. Then the opposite knee also steps to the ground. Maybe I can cross my feet over my ankles or simply roll over my hips to one side or roll over my feet. So I sit back into sitting position and my body sits kindly. When my body is able to find its bearings in this position, can I extend my right leg in front of my body and then bring my left heel gently towards my inner groin. So the heel comes closest towards the upper inner thigh and my right leg is extended and I feel my right hand coming towards the right thigh, towards the right knee, towards the right shin, towards the right foot, towards the sole of the right foot, towards the index and finger touching the big toe, whichever it is. And I reach slowly with my right elbow bent, and it doesn't matter how far I go. The idea is to feel it, to feel my body stretching into the right leg. Not only my sides, not only my muscles of the torso and underarm, but also on the right side, my hamstring, my right leg. And I align the position. My jaw draws in, my left arm comes towards the sky, it stays on the hip, it stays on the ground, it stays on the shoulder, on the back of my neck, or over the head. And I feel my body stretching. And I find my head again looking in the perfect position for my back, for my neck. Breath. So, what does it feel to just to stay in the moment? That your body is really asking you to be present, not to escape, not to look away, not to solve anything right now, but just stay. Stay in that perfect relationship to understand our interrelation. Can I find my loving intention towards my body? Can I exhale, softly take a deep breath? As my body exhales, I use and help my left arm as much as I need to, my right arm in as many breaths it takes me to come slowly back to center. Breath in. Sit on my sitting bones, extending the left leg out, contracting the right heel in. The sole of my right foot comes into the inner thigh, and your body exhales slowly through the left heel, hamstring, knee, and let the left arm come towards the thigh, knee, shin, ankle, toes, and then slowly, not forcing, it doesn't matter how far, observe your body moving. You know exactly how much your body needs at this point. Is my right hand perfectly on the ground, on the thigh, on the leg, my on the shoulder, in the back of my neck, head over my body towards the left toes. Breath in. Can I sit evenly on both hips and open the sides? And so, what does it feel like for my spine? What does it feel like for my muscles of my legs? Am I tensing? And I breathe. And so, where is my presence of mind, right? The admiration for that energy that drives movement, that moves and creates life within me. And that is exactly the same energy that is present in everyone. There's not a single being, nevertheless, human being, that does not have that live energy inside. We call that also Atman or Jivan or soul. So you allow yourself, or we allow ourselves to really, without judgment, looking through and past those things that we do, that I do crazily, there's something else inside. Can I really focus into that? Not the layers, but the essence. Can I find my last full exhalation to breathe deeply out of my body, to walk slowly in as many breaths as it needs to, my body back to center, to feeling those muscles of the sides, of the legs, of the hips, of the back to slowly come back, the right knee to slowly extend, the feet to slowly walk in, so my knees flex a little bit and my hands come towards my shins, towards my calves, towards my hamstrings, towards my glutes, outside my legs if I'll need strength from my arms or support from my arms. I can also do it isolating my abdomen. You know how much your body needs to engage and how you need to modify it. Slowly, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to take in as many breaths as I can to slowly place, rolling over my tailbone, rolling over the center of my lumbar spine, going through and feeling every part of my thoracic spine as I place gently, not because I'm pushing, and softly resting my spine, shoulder blades into the ground. And I stay for a second in this position. And I breathe very, very gently. And I sink my chest, my abdomen, my shoulder blades, and I retract my knees in as wide as comfortable away from each other, and thighs on the outside of my abdomen and ribs. And I wrap my hands or arms around those legs individually. And I feel my body flattening the back, tucking the chin, extending the crown of the head. Can I stay for a second without having to force anything? What is the most comfortable position in this movement? Not the most comfortable position, period, because then we'll all be laying down, but how is this position best accomplished without hurting anything on my body? Can I move kindly my legs gently towards, so my left knee only, towards the left side of my body. And my torso rolls a little bit as if I were massaging the left side of my hips, rib cage, shoulder blade. And my knee moves closer to the ground, if not completely touching, and maybe the outside of my thigh, maybe it's the outside of my shin and foot. While the right knee stays wide and into the right side of my rib cage. Exhale, exhale, and massage back as you're inhaling, raising to feel slow motion. So the own weight of your body massages through until your back is flat. You use your breath to inhale and go to the opposite direction and feel how you massage through the right side of the rib cage and shoulder blade and the head. And I hold it to breathe in, to empty as my tummy and back clear, and I roll it gently back again, slow motion to feel the massage around my back. And one more time, left side exhaling, single breath all the way to your left. And return it when you are ready, not rushing, not forcing. Deep breath in, your own pace, not mine. You have to chase or slow down for anybody to your right side as your body breathes out. Empty, empty, massage. Feel all those tissues that you've moved coming back to the center as you breathe. Breathe in. And settle in the center. When you reach your center, when your body is comfortable, then allow your arms to release your legs to softly shift out of this position by extending your legs all the way flat, halfway out. One leg as wide or as close or as each other as you need to is your position. So find your physical body adjusting shoulders, neck, spine. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Find your jaw. Find your hands and shoulders that are not tensing or tightening, that your facial expression releases, that your tongue softens. We're not thinking ahead. So, what are we really focusing our attention right now? What is the highest thought that you have, that you can bring into the moment? It's not a request, it's not an ask. It's simply connecting to that ideal. When and if your body is ready, what is the movement going to feel like for the next few seconds when you flex one leg if it's not already flexed, and you roll your body over opposite side of the flexed leg? That means you roll gently on the side and you curl your body into fetal position. So what does it mean to be in fetal pose? Right? Nurturing, connecting, cocooning into just the deep energy. Look inside. All those beautiful things that are innately inside all of us. Can I allow to just put a little bit of water, a little bit of light, a little bit of nutrients into that, so it just floors it up as my body exhales, and then kindly rolling with my top arm and my top leg extending slowly, never rushing, pausing as many times on the way up as you need to by stopping, breathing, keep going until your body comes back into sitting pose with your legs extended in Dandasana, in Sukhasana, in Padmasana position, half Padmasana position, whichever is the most comfortable. It's not the form that matters, right? Is that we find our seat, that we find our perfect spot today in the world, in this moment, right? The past is gone, the future is uncertain. All I have, life is now. It's not the future plans, it's not the past experiences, it's the present moment. And so, how am I intentionally living the moment? And maybe my arms and my hands one more time open as I exhale to the sides of my hips, so I can intentionally open my heart. And then raise my energy around my body as my hands come towards each other above the head. And they softly touch. And my own pace is always bending the elbows. I exhale and then bring my hands through the midline of my body into Anjali Mudra. In this mudra, this posture in front of my heart. And I feel connected. I feel there's a sense of harmony, sense of maybe peacefulness. So I'm more connected. I'm more I truly find my truth inside of me, not what I'm expected to be, but who I am inside. And that essence of I is nothing but a drop of selfless, divine love.